Welcome to our podcast. I'm Iris from the Hair Chapel in Brisbane. We know hair, we understand business, and we drink wine.
My name's Meg, owner of Era Hair in Brisbane also. We're here to have fun. We're here to laugh about the sad truth and reality of running business, running our chaotic lives and making it all work.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hello again and welcome to another episode of Hair Business and Wine. Today we're talking money, targets.
Yes, I love this. Transparency. I love bringing people along for the journey.
Yeah.
I've heard you say it before, but the transparency in making sure that we understand where everything is sitting with complete clarity between us and the team.
Yep.
So important.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of salon owners out there who do not want to share what they're paying, what their outgoings are, what their wages, or I'm not saying share your wages with your whole staff,
No.
but what the expenses are. They do not share with their team what their expenses are.
But that mystery creates like their own little fantasy
Yes.
of, wow, well, they must have so much money left
Exactly.
over. We brought in $5,000 today.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, well, I've still got to pay wages, still have to pay rent, still have to pay all of the things.
Yeah.
So that complete transparency makes them understand that, hey, hang on a second, there is no fantasy here. I am doing well, I'm being rewarded well, and that is what the quid pro quo is going on here, you know?
But you're talking about somebody that's doing well. Not everybody's doing well.
No, that's true.
And
but there's opportunity for that.
There is opportunity for that. But let's even say if you're not doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say you are a struggling business.
Yes.
And you're paying bills and you're paying staff. Yeah. And you're not sharing your figures with your staff. And your stylist, guess what they're thinking?
Yeah, she's taking home all this cash.
She's taking home all this cash. And your stylist, the majority of stylists, or maybe not the majority, a lot of stylists think that they are there just to cover their wage.
Yeah.
And we should be grateful that they are there just to cover their wage.
And any other money that we get on
And
top
then
is
everything
our
else
cream.
is us to drink champagne and have somebody feed us strawberries, you know? That is what they think. They think if they take home, including taxes and super, $1,600, $1,800 a week, that the $200 that they were to make on top of their target is just the boss going shopping in the weekend or going out having a nice time. That is what a lot of people thinking.
Yeah.
Because they go, well, I've made my money. I've done $1,800. What more do you want? Yeah. So I think if you, as a salon owner, are not transparent and do not explain your team what is expected for them to bring in and where that money goes,
Yes.
then that is full on you.
Yeah.
Then you should know better.
Yeah.
So if you are a salon owner and are not sharing what the expenses is with your staff, start today.
Yes. What do you do in your salon?
I have a list with all my expenses on the wall.
And they see it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I don't do that. That would
Yeah.
be clever.
Yeah, because I need them to know that's where the money goes. So we have that, but we've started something new. This is very new. Oh, I think you might have told me that. I don't know. But we
me?
do profit share now.
Oh, yeah, I do profit share.
Yeah, profit share. So we do profit share now as well. Loving that. Oh my God, light bulb moment. But we get to that.
Yeah.
Let's first make sure that the people who are not doing well
Yeah.
are getting
the
their
tricks.
money, have
Yeah.
their money. Yeah. So if you are transparent in your expenses, that's how much I pay for my rent. That's how much I pay for the landline. We have got a mobile phone in the salon. It's a salon mobile phone. I've got my own mobile phone.
Here's the power.
The power, the stock, all of that. If you calculate all of that, put that in a nice little spreadsheet. We print it out, nicely laminated in the back. That is what my expenses are for the week. Like I've told you in previous episodes as well, we also include our Christmas getaway.
Yes,
Yeah.
which I love.
Yeah, so it's in there so that they don't think, oh, this is me out of the greatness or the goodness of my heart that I'm giving you that. No.
You're
You
earning
work
it.
for that. Yeah.
But you also do gifts too.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm going to start that this year.
Yeah.
I did it last year, but not in such a formal
Yeah.
budgeted capacity. It was more a little bit like, oh, it's Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
give something. No, I very much, and can I just talk
No.
about that? I want to talk about that quickly because we talked about that briefly. But yeah, we do Christmas gifts every year. The last day, you have a bag that I give home with you. You are technically not allowed to open it until you wake up on Christmas morning.
Oh, that's cute.
And
is
the-
it tax deductible?
Well, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
surely.
Surely.
It's
It must
employee
be.
gift.
I'll give the receipt to my husband. But the reason why I do that is because not everybody.
It's the same caliber.
No.
Like good people
not-
get good bags.
No, they share what they get anyway.
Yeah.
No. Not everybody has got the privilege of coming from a home who they
good
have got
point.
something to wake up for on Christmas morning. So if you're not coming from a home who has that, for the moment I've got a good team where everybody gets presents,
Yeah.
so probably mine is at the back, but we've not always had that. We've had in the past where not everybody has come from a good home who has got something to open up from Christmas.
That's
so
so
if
thoughtful.
you've got a present under the tree and it's Christmas morning and you have that, at least you feel like you're part of it now.
Something.
Yeah, so anyway, that is that.
I love that. That's so cute.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, back on track now.
Back on track. So, figures on the wall, make sure that they know what they're doing. Also, like we were saying, they don't realize that they have to do more than just taking their wage.
Yes.
Yeah. They don't understand that GST. They don't understand that the first thing that you have to pay is the tax man,
Yeah.
not yourself.
10% of everything
Yeah.
you sell just went to Mr. Taxman.
Yeah, tax man. That's the first person who gets paid is a tax man.
Yeah. So if you want to take your wage out of the equation, you also better take the tax out of it too.
Yeah. So when you put your targets, I've been caught in the past with that where I had like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, and then I wanted to give more, and this is a long line of experience here,
Yeah.
where I was including GST, and my husband's like, it's not your money.
Yeah.
It's not your money. Yeah.
Why are you
so
giving it
why
away
are you
to
giving
them?
away? Why do you pay commission on tax?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all the figures should be calculated without tax. Yeah. So without GST. GST exempt from your targets.
Yep.
Yeah. So when the staff actually look at their figures and they say, well, I took $2,000. Well, no, you didn't take $2,000. You took $1,800 and I paid you $1,800. So you made diddly squat to me. Yeah. That's not even paid the expenses of the color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the norm? What is the industry standard? Now, at the end of the day, the industry standard can be one thing, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't cover the cost, then it's out the window.
Yep.
Yeah. I go with 3 to 3.5 times your wages. It works for me. If it doesn't work for you, don't
Change
use
it.
it. Change it. So how does it work? What does work?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you need to do is make sure that you've got your weekly expenses. So everything divided by 52,
4.3.
quarter, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. However many times, whatever. So
That
you've
tricky
got the
reckon.
weekly expenses of everything. And I'm talking your average of your stock, your average of your electricity, your average of your marketing, your website, your Google searches, you name it.
Put it all down.
Put it all in there. Yeah. That is your total amount. That is your, these are your normal expenses. Yeah. Then you also have your wages and your super.
So do you put the wages and super as a bulk, obviously not itemized, on that spreadsheet that everyone looks at
No.
and sees? No. Okay.
I don't.
Because that's my biggest expense is wages.
It is.
I pay the girls well.
I don't put it in there. I put it in there as a total bulk figure-ish.
Oh, you do? Okay.
But it's not really.
It's an average.
It's an average, yeah. So the way we spoke about that in the past as well, I have literally calculated my wages over a full year, and that's how much I have to pay a week. So that is including their leave loading. If they are on leave loading, if they're on minimum wage, they get leave loading. If they're not on minimum wage, you don't have to pay leave loading. But, you know, I'm a sucker, so I do. And so have that average on there, but that's not on my expenses list. Yeah, so that's a variable. But that's the first figure that they see, yeah? And then you have, so that's on there. So you have to have your weekly expenses and your weekly wages on that sheet, yeah? That's what it is. Then you need to not include GST. So then the GST that's going to be on top of there is automatically taken out to the taxman, right? It's not your money. Let's say your wages and your expenses are $10,000. Yeah. So that is to break even. That's to pay your expenses. What else is not in that $10,000 that I've just told you?
Oh gosh, don't make me guess.
Profit.
Right, okay.
Make sure you put your profit in there.
Yeah.
How much profit do you want per week?
Yeah.
If you want $1,000 profit a week, if you do $10,000 and you want $1,000 profit a week, you need to add that on.
Yes.
So all of a sudden your expenses become $11,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure that is added on your expenses, because this is, again, what's going to be able to sell your salon. You are not in business to not take a profit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might have your boss, your staff thinking, oh, well, she takes $1,000 profit a week. You go and do the freaking work.
Yeah.
You
in a
do
way,
me
kind of a
for a
wage
week.
too.
Yeah. That's my bonus for putting up with everything else that I have to deal with. Yeah.
With you.
I love you all. Yeah. But sometimes everybody gets on my nerves as much as I probably get on their nerves. I think it's
it.
So I do deserve my little bit of profit that I do get. And that needs to be calculated in the total target. And then you need to divide it by the staff that are actually on the floor.
I love the transparency of the thing, because I'm pretty of the laminated on the back wall, because I'm pretty transparent with my team.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, when I say, okay, well, we spend $8,800 a month in rent. Well, their eyes glaze over. They don't know, right? Like,
sorry.
Hi, Press.
They don't care.
Scandal.
They don't care what you pay. They don't care about your expenses, and they don't have to care because it's your business.
Yeah.
They do not have to care about your expenses.
Their eyes glaze over.
Yeah.
But I feel like that transparency, that in their own time, they can consume that information when it makes sense to them to do so.
Yeah.
Because me just blah, 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 blah in a staff meeting, right?
You're a nag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
how can you avoid that? How can you avoid becoming the whinging boss?
Yes.
Yeah. You're going to have your targets. If you don't hit your targets, blah, blah, blah. That's how you sound like a broken record, right?
Yeah.
So you need to make them accountable. You need to make them want to work for their wages.
Yes.
Yeah. You need to make them understand that if they don't hit their target, There's no ice cream. There is no ice cream.
Yeah.
There is no bonus. There is no profit share.
Yes, yeah.
And that is very important. So let's come back to then that target. So now we know what our expenses is. Now we have divided that between the amount of staff. So let's say you've got $10,000 in expenses per week, including your profit, excluding your GST, and let's say you've got 3 staff. I want to make it easy. What is that? 3,400.
Yeah,
3,350.
That's for us to break even.
For us to break even, no, you already
with my profit,
with your profit, and your wages. Your wages should be calculated in that as well. Yeah. So that's their target. There you go. So all of a sudden you have a target. Yeah. A lot of people, like I say, use 3.5 times their wages. It depends. Can your salon sustain that?
Yes.
Yeah? So you need to look at that as well. None of this would be possible with our amazing sponsors, NAC.
And either would great hair.
Do you want to be part of a great hair care range, education team, and community? Go to their website, nachair.com.au. So let's do what we just done without doing 3.5 times their wages. Let's work on real figures here. Like we said, your expenses are $10,000. You've got 3 members of staff. You've divided it. It's $3,350 for a week that they have to do, excluding for all the bills they pay.
Yes.
Anything on top of that is bonus.
Yes.
That is services, right?
Yeah.
That's services. That's not retail.
Yeah.
That is services.
Yes, the two have to be separate.
The two have to be separate.
Yeah, we have separate for one, separate for the other.
Yeah. So that's to break even, to pay all the bills, to keep the salon in business, and that's what they need to know. That is what we need to do in order for the business to sustain themselves. If you're not hitting that target every week, I'm going deeper into debt in order to sustain this business whilst you are taking home your wages every week.
Yes.
Yeah? That is what they have to realize. They're not there just to look good.
Yeah.
They're there to make the business turn a profit. That's their job. Yeah?
Yeah.
They don't necessarily want to admit to that, but that's their job.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I feel like without this transparency, it creates like a stress in their mind that they think that the world is sitting on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're against them.
That you're against them.
Yeah.
I feel like that complete transparency, nicely put on that notice board, is an opportunity for them to understand that we're in this together. We're doing this. I'm not doing it because on your back.
I'm the facilitator for you to work here.
Yes.
Therefore, you are part of bringing in the work and doing the work well for you to get compensated. Compensated is not just doing your wages. If that's what you want to do, you need to go and work from home.
Yeah.
If you think that bringing in $3,350 excluding GST just for services is your boss screwing you over because she wants to have or he wants to have a profit.
Yeah. You need to live in the real world.
You need to step away and you need to go and do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you right now, if you're going to work from home and do $3,350 a week, you'll probably be left with a lot less than what you get paid right now.
Yes. Because that short-sighted thinking isn't taking everything into perspective.
And I know there's going to be people in there. No, I don't think so. If I were to work from home and take $3,350, I'd have a lot.
Fine.
Yeah. Think again.
Try.
Yeah, because if you were to do 38 hours right now and bringing in that $3,350, obviously the 38 hours, $3,350, that's not a lot of money. But if you sitting there, I can tell you right now, you will have to do a lot more work yourself because you have to do all your social medias again. You have to do all your bookkeeping again. Yeah. So all those hours. So you're not working 38 hours anymore on the floor.
You're working 70.
Like that. Or you're working maybe 32 hours on the floor and you're doing 6 hours of admin working and so on and so forth. So let's think about that for a second, right? Okay. So transparency, making sure that your targets are based on your expenses, not just 3 times your income, 3.5 times their wages.
Yep.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm saying that is lately things in hairdressing have changed so much. For instance, the rent has gone up ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
So the 3.5 times your wages might not be possible. Yeah. If your rent is $8,000 a month for a small size-ish salon, which is
a lot of money.
A lot of money, but people pay that these days.
Yeah.
Then 3.5 times is not going to cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have a problem.
Yeah.
Because the problem is if you set yourself a target of whatever amount of money it is, let's say $5,000. Let's say your staff needs to do $5,000. Have you calculated your service prices to cover that?
Yeah.
Don't give your staff a target that they're not going to be able to reach.
Yeah, make it practical.
Make it practical. If they work 5 days and it's $5,000, it's $1,000. If they do 8 hours, it's $120 an hour. Are your services at least $120 excluding GST an hour?
Yeah.
Because don't expect them to be not fully booked. And make that money. It's not going to happen.
And you can check that all of, like,
Yeah.
I know through Forest as well, but if you're smart, you pull out your calculator, you can do how many hours they've rostered on, how much they've brought through the week, and you can kind of average out the hourly rate that they get to be able to get to the end result, right? But I know through Forest, we love being able to look at what the amount that they're bringing in. And you showed me. You showed me how to track performance and everything as well.
Love. Oh God, I love tracking. But that's that. As a salon owner, if you're not going to track it, if you want to be secretive about it, if you feel like you don't need to, they're just there to do their job and that's it, then you're not going to be able to grow the business because they're going to feel like you
resentful.
Yeah, they're going to feel resentful. Rather, if you're, like you say, transparent, then they're going to be happy to participate in that, right? So I have created a spreadsheet. Oh my God. Like I said, I love a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I've created a spreadsheet that I've put my total of expenses, including wages, excluding GST, into my little spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Then I write down the amount of staff that I've got working their hours.
Yeah.
And then I put in the cost of the service, and then it gives me the price that I need to charge in order.
Yes. Clever.
Yeah. And I calculate it not on being 100% fully booked.
Yes.
So I don't calculate it.
Because you're not going to.
Because you're not going to.
What percentage do you calculate it at?
So I've calculated it on 36 hours.
Yeah, okay.
So 36 hours booked.
Okay.
So not 38, 36 hours. So if they work 38-hour week, 2 hours they can be floating about.
So what does that work out to be, like 0.05%, 0.5%?
No, it's like 92%.
Okay,
92, 94, like 90-something%. At the end of the day, the times that they're not busy, they're not making you money. Yeah. So it's for them. Don't give them a target based on 30 hours.
Yeah. We want to work smarter, not harder as well. We don't want to have to be cramming everyone down into the...
No. And price it accurately. Yeah. Price it so that they have got the time to do the service. Yeah. So price it so if you want to be a luxury brand and you want to give that service for an hour, make sure that hour is covered with your expenses. Yeah. It's been painstaking, right, to get to this system, but now it's available in my 8-week program. So and again, the 8-week program that I give, it comes with all the templates. So it's not like you have to sit there and, learn stuff. It's literally week by week. I release an info dump so you can implement the new spreadsheets and the new this. So it's all there for you to be able to have. So you put your total figure in there, which we would have then calculated in the week before, because you first need to know what your expenses are before you can put it into the spreadsheet that's going to spit out your service cost or expense that you need to charge
per staff. Yeah, because you do tiered pricing as well.
We do tiered pricing, but do you know what? I make sure that my cheapest price is covered by the least experienced stylist.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it covers it. So anybody over that is going to be covered. It's going to be better off.
If it gets moved into someone else's column, we're not losing money that day.
We're not losing money, no. However, I do not calculate my apprentices in that total. So the prices, so if my apprentice does a service, that's not calculated in my spreadsheet. So they are at 0 hours.
Okay, yeah. So it's calculated at the least experienced senior.
On the floor, person on the floor, yeah. So make sure that they can hit their target. Yeah. I've had so many people come to me in the past and they say, it was impossible to hit my target. And I'm looking,
But did you try?
Well, did you try? That's definitely. But, it's very demotivating for a member of staff who comes to a salon, who wants to do good, and you set them up for failure.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good. It's just not nice. Yeah. So set yourself up for success. Make sure that your targets are shared with the staff so they can see that anything above their wages is not you going to book yourself a holiday and drinking champagne in the weekend. Yeah. So be transparent. Second, make sure that your targets are based on your expenses, not something that somebody told you to do. Yeah. Do you want to do 3.5 times your wages and it covers more? Go for it. You know, make sure that your targets are excluding GST.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not your money, tax man.
Yeah.
Goes away straight away. Make sure that the target is based just on services. I give retail straight away from the first retail product that you sell. I give you 10%.
Yeah.
Full stop. Yeah. So if you are sick and you're only working 1 week and you sell one product, you still get
That's
a little
what you
bit.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you still got a bit of commission.
Yeah.
So that's what we have, and then we're going to come to that profit share.
It's motivating.
It's so motivating.
Yeah.
It's so motivating. Profit share is so good because it makes the team work that if all the expenses are paid, it's a party for the team and everybody can share out of the profit.
Yeah.
And you are sharing whatever comes on top of that. And I think that's really good. Again, I've got myself a little spreadsheet and it's quite intricate, but it's with gates that open and close. If everybody hits their target, there's a bonus, there's this, there's that. So I put the figures in there and then it spits me out the commission that will need to be paid, including the profit share in total at the end.
Oh, I love that. Take
Yeah.
the rocket science out of it.
Oh, God, yeah, I've got no time to do rocket science. I only got time to sit there with a glass of wine on a Wednesday afternoon putting the figures in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I already having a glass of wine, it's got to be easy and simple, doesn't it? So we want to make sure that the staff is paid fair and square and, you know, and it's done easy. Simplify your life, yeah? And this is it. I've come up with these spreadsheets because of the errors and because of the mistakes I've made, and then thinking, oh, I want to do all this for my staff, and then I look at it and I was like, hang on a second, who's the
What's
sucker
possible?
here?
Yeah, what's real?
What's real? I'm giving all this money, and now when they hit their target, I've less than when I started before, and I had to go, whoa. Yeah, let's pedal back here. I can't do that. Did I get staff that was pissed off with me? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know,
Can't work for free.
you can't work for free, but that's part of the learning curve. Yeah. So you got a choice out there. You can go out there and figure it all out yourself and make all the mistakes, or you can give me a little message and say, Iris, I want that plan that you've got, and I can just shoot it on over, and you can start calculating your prices accordingly and start straight away with implementing your commission structure and motivate your staff.
Yes, motivate them correctly, right where it means to
Yes,
them. Yeah.
yes. And everybody needs to know you're in it to make money. You do
Yes.
not show up for work to just be there. Otherwise, you have a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hey, nothing wrong with having a hobby, but do you want to do that like every day, all day?
Yeah. You've got to be motivated by 2 factors. 1, an innate desire, and 2, financial.
Yeah.
Right?
And if that ain't
It's not
happening,
free.
no, it's not free.
Do you want to run your salon with confidence?
Then you have to come to me. I run an 8-week program from booked out boss to fired up salon owner. Go to my website, saloncoachingbiz.com, and you can book a complimentary, no obligation consultation with myself for a business analysis. Do you know what the scary thing is though? I've heard so many times that there is salons not even giving their staff targets.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
I do, but they're also not paying their staff very well either. You get what you get.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I went to a conference once, and the speaker on stage says, "Who's got targets?" And like half of the people didn't put their hands up, and I was like, You know, how do you not have targets? How do you have KPIs? How do you have your staff tracking what they're doing?
they just don't care. They rock up, they do their job, they go home.
Yeah, not
Right?
me.
No, not me.
Not me. So I think we've spoke about that before as well. We have got also trackers for the staff that they fill in every day on their phones. So they have to fill in their services, their retail. Then it tells you how much you have left to do for the rest of the week in order
Yeah.
to hit your target divided by so many days, so that they can be accountable. They have to be accountable for wanting to hit their target. And if they then at the end of the week come, oh my God, I'm $100 short. I'm $100 short. I'm going to be $100 short at the end of the week to hit the target.
Yeah.
They're going to go,
You need Olaplex.
Yes, you need Olaplex. You need a treatment. But if you can start implementing that from day one, because they have a daily target, and they know if they have a daily target, and you share the money that they've got booked in every day, they can pre-plan. Yeah. So again, don't set them up for failure. On Forest, you can do future value, and every day we share a screenshot with everybody's future value for the day. So before they walk into the salon, they know how much they've booked in. So if you've got $200 short,
that's clever.
Pull $200 out of somewhere. Yeah. A treatment, Olaplex, a root tap,
extra color. Maybe you need a toner today.
Maybe you do, and that does not mean that we want to rip you off.
No.
Let's just be clear on that as well.
It's about a treatment plan.
It's about a treatment plan. But a lot of people just say, I'm not into that. Well, it's you do your client a dishonest to not giving them the full service. And not giving them the proper treatments that they want. They've come to you to be getting absolutely the best. So give them the best.
Their hair was dry. They just didn't know what they needed. When they thought that they were booking in, they thought, my hair's dry, I just want the split ends cut off. Sure, they do want the split ends cut off, but they also need something to get them on their way so they have a good Christmas, a good season of good hair. Right? Start giving them, making sure that they understand what that client actually is asking for. You know?
Do that consultation, right? From the beginning, with your target in mind, knowing how much that client is booked in for. And if you, in the consultation, point at their concerns, then you need to solve them. That's your job. That's what you're there for. You're there to solve their problems, and that is how the business makes money. You're not there just to slap on a root tint and let them walk out. I'm not saying that, there's no salons out there who do, and good on you. But at the end of the day, if that's not what your client comes in for, if the client comes in for a proper service, for a proper consultation, it's your job to make sure that they walk out fully serviced, and that is how the salon is going to make money. That is how you going to make target. That is how you going to make your bonus. And that's how you going to go on holiday, sitting there thinking, I did well this year.
Good job.
Good job. Pat on the back.
Yes.
There we go. We've done it again.
I think the biggest thing is the transparency.
Transparency. Don't hide what you're doing, because then the staff will want to help you help them. Oh my God, that's a great ending. All right.
Thanks for
listening. Any questions, any tools you want from me, you know where to find them.
And a little love heart if you have.
Thank you. Cheers.